connected in the back of the net memory lane. History is important to understanding both the present and the future. In the 1960s, most notably between 1963 and 67, an era swashbuckling of sorts use of the catenaccio system under the stewardship of Helenio Herrera brought the kind of success its supporters have come to see as a standard-bearer, a guidance of what it means to be a successful club. When I say swashbuckling, it wasn't the most obvious word followers of the beautiful game would associate with a conservative setup, but it was beautifully deployed. Inter's superior goal tally to Milan's delivered very little in the context of last year's campaign. They do though have the upper hand, going into the season ahead. Many would dispute this, and it's not hard to see why. Spalletti the second season is always a better indicator of both the manager's style, and the true influence they hold. Spalletti hasn't always been a popular figure with fans, but has come to be well respected. One could point to a variety of instances, but most notable is the 58-year-old's clashes with Roma legend bordering on footballing deity, Francesco Totti. Despite the initial turbulence of not selecting the forward, due mainly to a difficult period of injuries and match fitness, the current Inter boss managed to utilize Totti as an incredibly astute impact substitute, who netted consistently and still worked with the intensity one would expect of an extortionately paid professional footballer. Spalletti can play hardball, but not necessarily to the extent of being backwardly stubborn. He will look to implement a tougher-to-beat outfit that won't be afforded the luxury of leaking the types of goals they did last time round. Scoring and creating chances has not been so much an issue as much as balance and discipline. The odds on these departments as faltering in the same way next year would be rather high, I'd imagine. Perisic et al. Spalletti has suggested the dynamic forward will stay, but this remains uncertain. Perisic has done, and if he stays will continue to provide a reliable creative outlet. It isn't hard to see why his talents are now being courted by the likes of Manchester United. Jovetic will provide goals, but it is largely the Croatian who makes the side tick. Inter's Icardi and his growing relationship with Spalletti will be key in the development of the team, as will the seemingly inevitable addition of defensive midfielders like Fiorentina's Vecino. With the stronger foundations Inter will boast, the need for a high-quality creative player in the mold of Perisic remains vital though. Gagliardini is a player to keep an eye on, and if he can replicate the sort of performance you put in against Chelsea, then things bode well for Inter. If Guardiola learns the lessons of what was needed at Manchester City this time around, then Spalletti's side could mimic their efforts in what was, to put it mildly, a particularly underwhelming affair in 201,617. Written by Ross Wilson. Follow Ross on Twitter at Row55iWilson18. Check him out on Facebook here like Oposts on Facebook. You can also follow Oposts on Twitter at Oposts.